Hello, welcome back to At Your College Journey, Part 4, Overview of the College Application. I'm Danny Hoffman, again, down at the College and Career Center, joined with a special guest, Miss Etchley.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Ashley. I am a BC grad student here interning at Newton South, and I mainly work in the Goodwin office, but I spend Wednesday afternoons here in the College and Career Center.
All right, so overview of the college application. What are those key components? Your academic profile. This is always the number one thing colleges say is most important when they're considering if they're going to admit a student to their college. What is your academic profile? It usually starts with your transcripts. This is a complete record of your academic journey from grades 9, 10, and 11. It will include the history of the courses you've taken, including whether or not those courses were advanced college placement, accelerated honors, or AP courses, and it includes an unweighted cumulative GPA. What is a GPA? It is a single number that summarizes your academic performance over the course of that time. At South, that GPA is unweighted. We do not give weight for the level of the course. Your junior unofficial transcripts will include an anticipated GPA with your grade 11 courses. Those should be uploaded in Aspen once we get your final grades for term 2. Please review your transcripts. Take a look, make sure all the grades look accurate. Every now and then there's a random grade that it wasn't updated for some reason for a grade course. So we want to make sure that this is a good time for you to go back, take a look at your transcript, make sure it reflects the effort that you've put in over the past 4 years.
So what you have to submit is the actual application, which has multiple different parts to it, but it's pretty easy breakdown once you get through it. But you have to provide your personal information, your education of attending Newton South and any other high school you may have attended if you transferred here, your testing, so SAT, ACT. Some schools are test optional, but we're starting to get back into requiring testing scores. Any extracurriculars you were a part of, or any volunteering or work that you did, you want to include that in your application. And then you're going to self-report your course grades. And eventually Newton South will send your grades to the schools, but you will self-report in the beginning. And most colleges these days use the Common App, which is pretty standard in that you share your information and it will then multiply for all the applications instead of having to fill it out every single time you choose a different school to apply to. And the questions for the personal statement are, along with the supplemental essays, the prompts are available on August 1st. Personal statements usually are up to 650 words, and then there are 7 different prompts to choose from. And then the supplemental essays focus more on why you want to go to the school you're applying to and why you want to do the major you might be selecting.
One of the key things to highlight is the personal statement is your one chance really to share your voice, right? It's you're writing it. It's the only space really that you kind of speak directly to the admissions officer. So it's a really great opportunity to just share a little bit about who you are and who you might be in college. Recommendations, right? So these are one of the most important components of your application. You need 2. I'm going to say that again. You need 2 teacher recommendations. You do not need more than 2 letters of recommendations. And in fact, having more than 2 just means that the admissions officer is going to have less time to read and investigate your application. So think carefully about who's going to write a really strong recommendation, who is someone who knows you really well and is going to support your application. At least one of them should be from a junior year teacher in a core academic subject. Core academic is English, history, math, science. You get bonus points if that is also in the area of academic interests that you have, right? So if you're really excited to maybe be a nurse or you're going in engineering, that should be a STEM student. If you're really excited about maybe being an English teacher or you're going to going into the communications, right? An English teacher is going to be a really great fit for that. The second letter could be from someone else who's not in the junior year, or potentially a coach or a mentor at Newton South, and probably should be somebody who knows you really, really well. Your school counselor will provide a statement. You don't need to request one. However, there are some really key things that will help your counselor and will help your teachers write really strong recommendations. That's a student information sheet, which will provide towards the end of junior year, where you highlight some of the things that you want your school counselor to speak to. And then a parent guardian information sheet. So parents and guardians will have the opportunity to fill out a sheet and highlight some of the key moments of growth for students, some of the things that they think are really, really great and they've observed in other spaces. So we can highlight that as well. All right. That's it. Really short video covering the components of your college application, right? It's really your academic record in your GPA, the application component itself, and your essay, which is your voice, and then your recommendation letters, right? Those are the core components. Some of that takes time to put together, but in essence, there's not a lot to it, right? So we can take a little stress off. We're going to put together really strong applications. We get a lot of time to work on that, but that's all you need to worry about for now. Next time on At Your College Journey, we're going to go over a general timeline that you could consider for the rest of junior year. It's not an end all be all. And then we're going to get into your junior seminars. We're going to have some time for you to kind of really dive in and do some reflection and do some of these activities. And then we'll be senior year before you know it, we'll be working on filling out these college applications. So for now, this is Danny signing off. Please come find me down at the College and Career Center. Looking forward to supporting you in the days and years to come. See ya.